We kick off Mello TV Sports with football as Professional Football Jamaica Limited (PFJL) has partnered with the Heart Institute of the Caribbean to provide screening for players, coaches, and managers in the upcoming Jamaica Premier League (JPL). With the sight of Danish midfielder Christian Eriksen suffering a cardiac arrest during a match on Saturday still fresh, the Heart Institute of the Caribbean is now on board as sponsors of the Jamaica Premier League. The partnership will provide cardiovascular screening to some 407 footballers, coaches, and managers from all 12 teams in the JPL for the 2021 season at an estimated value of 14 million Jamaican dollars. Screening will be done on an ongoing basis throughout the season under the ambit of the HIC Foundation Play Smart program that is designed to screen and detect underlying cardiovascular diseases that could be potentially catastrophic for players if undetected. Since 2000, FIFA has recorded over 50 deaths related to heart failure, heart attack, or cardiac arrest during football play. Meanwhile, Eriksen has expressed his thanks for the goodwill messages he has received after his episode and says he's fine under the circumstances. Eriksen was given emergency CPR on the pitch during Saturday's game and later taken to a hospital in Copenhagen. Meanwhile, Portugal's Cristiano Ronaldo's two-goal performance made history at Euro 2020 today, making him the leading goal scorer in the championship history with 11 goals in a record fifth tournament appearance. The Portugal captain overtook France great Michel Platini with his first goal on the night against Hungary at the Puskás Stadium in Budapest when he converted a penalty spot kick in the 85th minute. Ronaldo then scored his second on a tap-in minutes later, which overtook the records of Germany's Birgit Prinz and Inka Grings, who both scored 10 at the Women's European Championship. The Juventus striker took his tally to 107 goals in 176 appearances for Portugal, two fewer than Iranian Ali Daei's all-time men's record of 109 international goals. The all-time record is held by Christine Sinclair of Canada with 186 goals. Ronaldo is the only man to score in 5 European Championship tournaments, extending his own record as Portugal begin their title defense with a 3-0 win over Hungary in the opening game. Meanwhile, Brazil's health ministry has documented 41 cases of COVID-19 related to the Copa America, including 31 players or staff members and 10 workers who were hired for the event. The ministry said in a statement that all workers who tested positive were in Brasilia, where Brazil kicked off the tournament on Sunday with a 3-0 win over Venezuela. The visiting Venezuelan squad was depleted after nearly a dozen cases of COVID-19 involving players or staff. Brazil stepped in late as emergency hosts of the 10-team Continental Championship, despite the country having the second highest number of recorded deaths from the coronavirus in the world at almost 490,000. Meanwhile, in yesterday's play, Lionel Messi surpassed Cristiano Ronaldo as the active footballer to score the most free kicks after netting in Argentina's 1-1 draw against Chile. The Argentine captain has now scored 57 free kicks in his career, one more than Portugal man Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Messi is 5 goals short of Diego Maradona's record of 62 free kicks. Messi also became Argentina's all-time goal scorer in official games with his strike, bagging his 39th goal in 98 games for the Albiceleste and surpassed Gabriel Batistuta, who scored 38 before retiring after the 2002 World Cup. Messi's strike was his 10th goal at the Copa America, while he has netted 6 in World Cups and 23 in qualifiers. The Barcelona forward has scored a total of 73 goals for Argentina. Maradona was honored with a spectacular light show as Argentina got their campaign underway. A holographic version of the former Argentina star performed tricks inside the Estadio Nilton Santos in Rio before his famous World Cup goal against England in 1986 was projected onto the pitch. In the day's other games, Paraguay defeated Bolivia by 3-1. Finally, in the sports news tonight, Kawhi Leonard scored 31 points and 7 rebounds before exiting with an apparent injury. This as the Los Angeles Clippers notched a 118-104 victory over the Utah Jazz last night to extend their NBA Western Conference semifinals and now tied at 2 apiece. Paul George also scored 31 points and collected 9 rebounds to help the Clippers win their second straight game in the best-of-7 series. Elsewhere on the night, Trae Young collected 25 points and a career-high tying 18 assists to fuel the host Atlanta Hawks to a 103-100 victory over the Philadelphia 76ers in Game 4 of their Eastern Conference semifinal series. The Hawks overcame an 18-point quarter deficit in the second and even the best-of-7 series at 2 wins apiece. Game 5 is tomorrow in Philadelphia. And those are the stories making sports news tonight. We now head back to the news desk with Tamara Mikhail.